Hi everyone, welcome back to Re's Remedies. I'm Ree, and today I wanted to share with you some tips that I have to protect your mental health and to help your mental health during this time. I first want to start off by saying that how you're feeling is not wrong, however that may be. Don't allow anyone to tell you how you should be feeling during this time, because only you personally have your experiences and your life and your feelings to go off of. So don't be influenced by what other people are saying or telling you you should say or telling you you should post. You take the time and you figure out your own emotions and your own feelings about the situation, and then you deal with them accordingly. Secondly, I also want to say, please stop trying to bully people into feeling how you're feeling. Expressing yourself and saying how you feel is one thing, but arguing and going back and forth with people is unnecessary. Don't feel the need to defend how you feel. State it and let it be said, and let those words just lay. Yeah. Let's get into the video. My first tip is to feel your emotions. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to yell, yell. If you need to scream, scream. Don't try to ignore those feelings. I've been trying to ignore my feelings for a couple days, and yesterday my body, my mind, my soul would not allow me to do it anymore, and I just cried. I sobbed. I felt it. I felt the feelings. I felt the emotions. I felt the thoughts. What if that was my brother? What if that was my uncle? What was that? That could have been my dad. That could have been my cousin. That could have been anybody I do know, anybody I have come in contact with. That could have been my brother. And in all reality, that was my brother. Making those connections in my mind and in my heart yesterday, everything just got heavy, and I just started crying. I just started crying. And it was a lot, but I had to, and it was very cleansing. So feel your emotions. The next tip is to get off social media. Take a break. It's okay. I haven't been on Instagram in probably about a month now, and I'm still alive. Taking a break off social media, especially during a time like this, can be very helpful. It's not normal for us to just see so many killings happening all the time and actually having footage to witness this. We're becoming so exposed to murder that I truly believe that we are suffering from PTSD to an extent. It's very traumatic. It can be very hard. It's very emotional. And even if you never met the person, just knowing that that could have been you or someone you know is enough. It's enough. Take a break from social media. It's hard constantly scrolling and seeing the opinions of so many people, and people telling you should do this and people telling you should feel a certain way. It's hard. It's hard to take that all in, try to process your own emotions, and still live a real life. So please take a break from social media. My next tip is to stop watching the news. I don't watch the news. Recently, I've watched the news for 5 minutes and 10 minutes at a time, when the show that we're watching goes off, and that has been enough to trigger me and make me remember as to why I don't watch the news. And don't think me not watching the news means that I'm not informed about what's going on, because there are other ways to get informed. I'm very informed, and I do not watch the news. I don't watch the news because it's negative. You hardly ever turn on the news and they're like, yes, so many jobs opening and it's going to be no homelessness, and it's going to be we're going to go down on unemployment and all this positive thing. It's always negative. It's always death. It's always killing. It's always things that are so traumatic and hard on my emotions. And as an empath, it's hard for me to watch the news because it is so negative, and I so easily absorb the things and the actions and the emotions of what's going on around me. Things become heavy for me very easily, and I'm very conscious of that, so I don't watch the news. My next tip is therapy. Y'all, I've been feeling so heavy, and I haven't been in therapy in this whole quarantine, to be honest. Anyways, circumstances have caused me not to be in therapy since the quarantine, so I called my therapist to schedule an appointment. And if your therapist is like my therapist, she's very good and she's very popular, so she's booked up. I can't see her until I believe 2 or 3 weeks from now. So if you can't go to therapy, say you can't afford therapy, your therapist is booked, my job offers something called an employee assistance program. So maybe you can check to see if your job has that, where we are given 3 free phone therapy sessions. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but just being able to talk to someone you don't know about what you're going through can be very helpful. I actually took advantage of our EAP program last year before I found my new therapist that I go to now, and it was very helpful. Just in those 3 sessions, I was able to improve upon my anxiety so much, and it was so helpful. So I definitely recommend going to therapy, and if you can't go to therapy, see if your job offers an employee assistance program, because talking about it makes the world of difference. If you're not spiritual, my next tip is maybe this is your chance to start your spiritual journey. If you are spiritual, maybe this is your chance to get deeper into your spiritual journey. It always helps if you have something to look to and believe in when times are hard like this, so you don't give up, and so you do feel like there's hope, and so you can press on. When times are hard, it helps if you can navigate through those times with a spiritual routine. So get into a spiritual routine, get back into your spiritual routine, get deeper into your spiritual routine. My next tip is exercise. Exercise is so important during a time like this because it's the perfect way to exert all that negative energy you have pent up, all those negative emotions that you feel that you can't do anything with, that you're not sure how to handle. Exercise is the perfect way. Go for a run, do some jumping jacks, do some burpees. Get perfect time. If you've been talking about getting into shape, start here. Use that aggression, use that anger, use that disgust to do something that's good for your body and channel that energy into a positive place. My next tip, get creative. Paint, draw, sketch. If you don't think you're good at any of these things, it's not about that. It's another chance for you to channel those emotions into something that can be positive or that can be calming and relaxing to you, that can help you calm down, that can settle your mind, that can protect and help your mental health. And I truly believe that sometimes the most beautiful art can be created from pain, and I think that's like a popular saying. So definitely get creative, and it doesn't just have to be art. You can create anything. If you've been talking about doing DIYs, this is your chance. If you've been talking about wanting to start a new hobby, do it. Like anything creative, just get creative. My next and final tip is to pray, send love and compassion. Because at the end of the day, when you don't know what you can do, maybe you don't want to go protest, or maybe you're afraid to go protest. At the end of the day, we know what the world needs. The world is in need of more compassion and more love. Because if people had compassion and love, they would see all beings as equal. One race wouldn't be higher than another race. We will all be here if we had love and compassion. We as a human race, we lack love and compassion. We have people that hate. We have people that are racist. We have people that treat other humans like trash. Sometimes when you don't know what to do, like Gandhi says, be the change you want to see in the world. Yesterday when I was crying my eyes out and I didn't know what to do and I couldn't believe this was happening and I was thinking how scary the world was, I realized I can't control everything that everyone does. I can't, it's not possible. But what I can do right now, when I can't figure out anything else, is I can be the change I want to see. I can start to treat people more compassionately. I can start to show love more compassionately. I can start to act in ways that I know the world needs. Because even though I'm just one person, I understand that my responsible choice to act with more love and act more compassionately adds to the collective consciousness of this world. Please pray for our brothers and sisters, send love and compassion, and let's just do better, be better, and show that we can change this world. I'm praying for you all. I wanted to share my journal entry from yesterday. I titled it, "We Survived and Made It to the 6th month of the year." This time feels different. This time seems to be filled with more emotions. 2020 continues to be heavy. We've survived and reached the 6th month of this year. But it doesn't seem like some people in this world want African Americans to make it. I'm trying not to be afraid. I'm trying so hard. But it keeps happening. It's too much. It's scary. I've always wanted to be a mom, but this world is so ugly. God, please bring peace to our world. Please open everyone's heart. Allow us to all have love for all beings. Please allow the value of my brothers and sisters' lives to become important to more than just us. Allow us to be seen as the kings and queens we are. The universe has plans for us. Callie. Peace and light. I wrote this quote at the end of my journal entry yesterday because this is what my partner said when I was in here writing this and I was crying, and it really stuck to me. It helped me realize that even though I don't know what the future holds, I don't know why everything happens, it just gave me a little bit of peace to know that the universe has plans for each and every one of us. And though we don't know what those plans are, we have to realize that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes it takes a little minute for those reasons to be recognized.